A bank teller looked at my ID and said, "Ma'am, you closed this account 3 weeks ago." I hadn't closed anything. I'd had that checking account for 7 years, never missed a payment, never had a single problem. "There must be a mistake," I said. "Can you please check again?" She typed something into her computer, frowned, called her manager over. They whispered to each other for 30 seconds while I stood at the counter feeling sick. "According to our records, you came into this branch on March 15th, the manager said carefully. "You withdrew $34,000 in cash. Then you closed the account. We have your signature on the withdrawal slip and the closure form. I was at work on March 15th. I never came here. I haven't been to this branch in months." The manager pulled up security footage on her tablet, showed me a woman at the counter, same height as me, similar hair color, wearing large sunglasses that covered half her face. "That's not me. She had your driver's license, your social security card. She knew all your security questions. Mother's maiden name, first pet, street where you grew up." Someone had walked into my bank, pretended to be me, and stolen every dollar I had. I filed a police report that afternoon. The detective assigned to my case, Officer Tran, told me identity theft investigations took months to resolve, sometimes years. I didn't have years. I had rent due in 2 weeks and exactly $127 left to my name, so I started investigating myself. I requested copies of the withdrawal slip and closure form, studied the signatures carefully. They were close to mine but wrong. The lowercase a looped differently. The N in Naomi slanted the wrong direction. Who knew my security questions? Mother's maiden name, first pet, childhood street, information I'd casually shared at work during those stupid team-building icebreaker activities. Everyone in my department had heard my answers. I made a list of everyone who could have been paying attention. 8 people. Then I thought harder about who had opportunity. 6 people had access to the HR files where my social security number was stored. Then I remembered Victoria Santos. She'd been fired 3 months ago for stealing office supplies. Petty stuff at first, then a company laptop. She'd sat in the cubicle next to mine for 2 years, heard every phone call, saw every document on my desk. She'd asked about my bank once, said she was thinking of switching banks, asked if mine was trustworthy, asked which branch I used. I found Victoria's Instagram, public profile, no privacy settings at all. 3 weeks of posts about her fresh start. New apartment with floor-to-ceiling windows. New furniture that looked expensive. Restaurant meals that cost more than my weekly groceries. Vacation photos from Miami. All posted after March 15th. All paid for with my life savings. I brought everything to Officer Tran. The timeline. The workplace connection. The Instagram posts showing sudden wealth. They got a warrant for Victoria's financial records. Found $31,000 deposited in cash on March 16th. Found my social security number saved in her phone's notes app. Found the oversized sunglasses from the security footage still sitting in her closet. Found the wig she'd worn tucked under her bathroom sink. Victoria was arrested at her new apartment on a Thursday morning. The apartment she'd furnished with my money. I asked Officer Tran if I could be there. She said yes. I stood by the police cruiser when they brought Victoria out in handcuffs. She saw me and froze. "Naomi, please, listen. I was desperate. I lost my job and nobody would hire me. You stole my identity. I was going to pay it back eventually. I swear. You spent $31,000 in 3 weeks on furniture and vacations." She started crying. Begged me not to cooperate with prosecutors. Said prison would destroy her entire life. I leaned closer to her, close enough to whisper, "You destroyed mine first." Victoria was charged with identity theft, bank fraud, and grand larceny. Bail set at $50,000. Her parents mortgaged their house to post it. The bank restored my savings within 60 days. Fraud insurance covered most of the loss. Victoria has to pay restitution for the $3,000 gap. Her trial is scheduled for September. Prosecutor says she's looking at 3 to 7 years. She's living with her parents now. Can't find work anywhere. The news article with her mugshot is the first Google result for her name. She posted on Instagram last week. Something about haters trying to bring her down and staying strong through adversity. She has no idea. I screenshot every single post. Every complaint about her legal fees. Every defensive rant about being misunderstood. Her public profile is building the prosecutor's case about her complete lack of remorse. She thinks she's moving on with her life. She doesn't realize I'm still collecting evidence.